G'day and welcome to a very special episode of Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
And this is our best dozen of 2008.
This is 12 of the best wines that we think we looked at this year. And look, you can actually win all of these, so stay tuned right to the end to learn how you can win.
Yes, and the first one you can win, Clover Hill. This is a sparkling that, look, despite the fact you're paying kind of $35 odd for it, it's well worth every penny. Don't spend $10 on horrible, cheap imitation champagne. If you're going to buy the stuff, buy something decent, buy the Clover Hill.
Yep, possibly the best sparkling in Australia, arguably. I'm going to have a look at one of the best little Rieslings in Australia. Funnily enough, we've got a Riesling in our best dozen, and this is the Leo Bering. Look, we could have picked the Clare Valley or the Eden Valley. In the end, we went with the Clare. Look, we actually managed to pick this up on special for about $12 or $13, which is just, as we've said it all year, buy Rieslings. They're great value. They're cheap. Quality here is amazing. Leo Bering, get out and buy it.
Yeah, now, that'll age perfectly well. If you don't have the time, go and buy an aged one. This is the Wolf Plus White Label, 2002. They've done all the cellaring for you. Beautiful kerosene sorts of notes as well as the acid and fruit. They've done all of the hard work. Pick it up. It's kind of, $40 odd, but well worth it. It's a beaut. Yeah,
something different for you Riesling lovers. I'm going to have a look at something in between now before we get to the reds. This is a rosé, and probably from the master of rosés here in Australia, and this is Charles Melton, based in the Barossa. He's been doing these for years and years and years. Really good value here as well, about $20 a bottle, but on a summer's day, a chilled rosé, can't do anything better than that.
Yeah. Now, next one, De Bordeley Windy Peak. Now, the Windy Peak range, really inexpensive. This, the Pinot Noir, beautiful. Absolutely. There's lots of $40, $50 and more dollar Pinots out there. Lots of them worth the money. But this at kind of $12, $13 odd dollars. Wow. Unbelievable. So drinkable. So very good. Really belies the price.
Yeah, it does. And look, De Bordeley across all of their Pinots are just outstanding. Another little bargain here that we picked up this year, and this is the Mike Press. Now, we're actually reviewing the Mike Press Cabernet. This happens to be the Merlot. Don't get confused. We'll send you a bottle of the Cabernet. We actually drank the Cabernet ourselves, can't find the bottle. The quality here and the price is remarkable. He churns these out, sells them for about $15 a bottle. Could easily probably double that price and still sell out every vintage. Cabernet, the Merlot's good, the Shiraz is also good. Mike Press, he's a legend, doing good work.
Yeah. Next one, Orange limited release Chardonnay from Charles Sturt University. These guys churning out brilliant winemakers and at the same time churning out brilliant wines, and the Chardonnay probably the pick of the bunch. Now, $15 odd if you go to their website. Cheaper than that at certain retailers who do the right thing and support the university. Drinking this, you'll be doing the right thing by everybody, yourself, all of the winemaking community. That's one to go for.
Yeah, look, and some people say this is the best value Chardonnay in Australia without doubt, and look, we probably agree with them. Looking at another little bargain as well, and this is one of the Hardy's Umu range. Now, we had a look at a couple of these this year. In the end, we went with the Shiraz. Could have picked the GSM as well. The great thing, again, like a lot of these wines that we're looking at here, is the price. On special, this sometimes gets as low as sort of $12, which is remarkable. It is Hardy, so, it does get discounted quite regularly. But again, it's a Shiraz that has got so much going for it at so little dollars. So, look, you'd be silly not to get a couple of these and just knock them back when you're having some takeaway or something like that.
Yeah, now something you probably wouldn't put together with takeaway, the Penfolds St Henri. Yes, this is a little bit more expensive than most of these. You're pushing $90 on dollars, but this is probably the best that Penfolds released this year. The 2004 St Henri, just beautiful. Now that means we're kind of comparing it to the Grange at $500 odd a bottle, but this just so good this year, without a doubt, the best thing Penfolds did.
Yeah, and some people are saying quite possibly the best St Henri ever, and that's a huge claim. So if you want something for the long haul, that one. Looking at a really good Cabernet now, and this is Yalumba's the Menzies. Now, the particular bottle we've got here is the 05. The 04 we actually reviewed this year, both really good. 05 vintage is stacking up really well. But look, at around the sort of the mid-30s, this is actually a Cabernet that can pinch hit well above its weight, probably matches it with those that are in the sort of 70 or 80 price range. Yalumba the Menzies hit the nail on the head again with this one, and really worth a look.
Yeah, now something that also hits the nail on the head, this is the Pirathon by Koleski. This was, although it's my last wine in the half dozen that I'm doing, it was my first picked, and probably Brad's as well. You know, this at 25 odd dollars, this is probably the best wine in that price point in Australia. And look, you might even be able to convince some people that dollar for dollar it might even be the best thing going out there at the moment. It's an absolute cracker, so drinkable, and at $25 it's really inexpensive for what it is. That is an absolute beaut.
Yeah, the Kaleskis are in absolutely top form. Now, for two guys who really love their Cabernets, we've actually finished with a couple of Shiraz, because I'm going to finish with another Barossa Shiraz, and this is the St Hallett Blackwell. But look, there won't be too many arguments out here saying that this 2006 Blackwell is one of the best that St Hallett's put out there. And again, look, around the sort of mid-30s, so it's not the cheapest thing on the market, but if you are looking for a really good Barossa Shiraz that just screams, this is what Aussie Barossa Shiraz is about, at great quality, the Blackwell from the 06, you really can't go past it. It is an absolute cracker.
Yeah. Now, you could win one of 2 complete sets of this best dozen of 2008.
Yeah, look, if you're watching on iTunes, something like that, get to the website, wineweek.com.au, sign up to our email newsletter, and you'll get an entry in the draw to win all of these wines.
Yeah. Pass that on to your friends, tell them to say that you recommended them, you'll get another entry, or following us on Twitter, twitter.com/wineweek, another entry. So, look, so many ways to win this.
Yep, and you'd be mad not to. You just get out there, tell everyone.
Yeah, that's it. So anyhow, and as well as this being it for this week, it's also it for this year.
Yeah, that's it. So Merry Christmas, have a safe and happy Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you all, and we'll see you all again in 2009.
See you next year.